everybody, happy Tuesday. And when it's Tuesday here, that means that I'm on Tumblr. So if you asked your questions using the hashtag KatieFAQ, I've already answered some of them. So you might want to get on Tumblr and check it out. And I have 3 today, as well as a journal topic from an anonymous sender. So thank you, anonymous sender. So let's get cracking. First question. Hey, Katie, my question is, how do I cope with my eating disorder at Thanksgiving? In Canada, it is this weekend. I know, it falls on my birthday, I believe. Well, my birthday's on Monday, but I know it's around that time because my husband, for those of you who don't know, he is a Canuck too. Okay, my parents are making a huge traditional Thanksgiving meal and I don't know how to cope. I'll probably just end up restricting a lot after the meal. What do I do instead of restricting? How do I cope? Now, I thought this was a great question, and don't worry, for those of you who are in the States, I plan on doing a whole stress-free holiday video grouping where there's a bunch of different things that come out for those of us who celebrate different things and how do we manage and depending on what we're struggling with. So don't worry, those are to come. But when it comes to this question, the best thing we can do is plan. Now, I don't know if your family knows about your eating disorder, but something that can help is, if they do, is being part of the food making process, making something that you feel maybe a little bit safer with, helping out and having your own version of something like, okay, Mom, well, how about we do, something that might feel a little safer to you and your eating disorder, as well as preparing yourself. Have your tools ready. Maybe use your tools a lot more that week. Maybe spend some extra time journaling, extra time talking about what you're actually thankful for, writing down things in your life that you're really thankful for and what you're actually celebrating with your actions that day. And just being honest and open with your family that you're going to try your best. If you have a dietitian, another thing that can work is sitting down with them and planning that meal out, because it can give you portion sizes and you can enjoy everything like everybody else and still stay on your plan. So overall, the best way to manage and to cope is to plan ahead and to work with your team so that all of your tools are in motion. You have everything going on before you. You've been using your tools. You've been venting any of your worries and stress and anxiety as it builds up during this time. And just spending some time recognizing what Thanksgiving's really about and what we're actually thankful for and what people in our lives and people we may not even know have gone through and worked through for us to be where we are. I think that's honestly the most important part of it, and the food is secondary. And so reminding yourself that that's the case and preparing as much as you can with your treatment team for it, we can get through it. And I know your eating disorder tells you it's the end of the world, it's going to throw us way off, we're going to be set way back, we can't do it, I can't eat anything, blah, blah, blah. We have to start talking back to that now, like today, like right now. Start writing things down and talking back to them. Yes, I can eat. Everybody eats during this time. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'm not going to gain 5,000 pounds because of eating today. I'm doing this as a celebration with my family, and these are the reasons why I'm thankful. Like, whatever you can do, we have to prep ahead. The problem with our anxiety around situations like this is that we usually don't do anything, and we get more and more stressed and more anxious as big events come up, and when they occur, it's like the worst thing ever. But if we had just planned ahead, I promise you it won't be as bad, okay? And if any of you have helpful tips and tricks for this, let us know below. Let us know what worked with you, but the main thing being communicate with your family and plan ahead, okay? Question number 2. Hey, Katie, why is it so much harder to make friends when you're older, right? I am 20 and I'm at my 2nd year of college and I haven't really made any friends that I regularly hang out with since I've been here. I know I'm generally a shy person. It takes me a long time to trust people, but it was so much easier to make friends in elementary and middle school. I seek close relationships, but at the same time, something's holding me back from getting to know people. Now, there are a couple things with this. It's hard to make friends when we're older, usually because we're not with the same people all day, every day. Like when we're in elementary school or middle school or anything like that, we sit in a certain desk and there's certain people around us and it's all the same every day. So slowly but surely, whether we're shy or not, we're kind of forced to get to know one another. And oftentimes in some schools, we have very small class sizes or very small overall as our whole class. And so like it or not, you're going to get to know those people because you probably play sports with those people, sing in choir with those people, have math with those people. You see what I'm saying? So it gives us more time. As we get older, we don't have that as much. And the best way to work against this is to join groups or different organizations or things that you like to do in college. Like for me, choir was really great, and that's how I met my really good friend Lauren. So I joined some groups and did some things. I joined my sorority. Obviously at Pepperdine, we didn't have houses, so I didn't have to live with a bunch of girls, but it helped me have a group of people that I had shared interests with. It gave me things to do. There were always like events going on at the school, and they were always hosted by the sororities and fraternities. So that gave me like an overall setting, a place to meet new people and to be involved with new people. And the last thing that we can do is challenge ourselves. So you're in a class and you see this one person the same time, you always sit next to each other, but you never say anything. Challenge yourself to say hi, introduce yourself, ask where they're from, how they're enjoying school, things like that. Just simple things. You may practice in front of the mirror if you're extra shy and it's really hard to say stuff and speak up and, be the first one to introduce yourself, but challenge yourself to do it, because if we do that enough, that fear that we have in our heads that makes us, shy away from introducing ourselves and shy away from new things will start to fade into the background, because we'll have so much experience with it that we'll say, 9 out of 10 times this is easy and people are friendly and I can meet new people and they're very welcoming. So why not give it a try again? And so those are the things that I would do to help you branch out, to help you meet new people. Sure, it's going to take time for you to form these really solid relationships, but you have to start somewhere. Right? And even if you just have a bunch of acquaintances for a while, as you build towards finding out who the closer friends are, who the people that make the most sense to you are, you at least have people to hang out with, people to talk with, things to do. So yeah, I hope that helps. Now, question number 3. Hey, Katie, what are your thoughts on seeing 2 different therapists at the same time? And why might someone have more than one therapist in the first place? Thank you. So honestly, we usually don't have 2 therapists at the same time. You do during transitional times. Like if one therapist is, for instance, retiring and you're finding a new therapist, or one therapist is moving away or whatever, going on maternity leave, they could be doing a bunch of different things and you may transition into another. So there'll be a period of time where you're seeing 2 therapists at the same time. So that's usually the only reason one would do that. The only other thing I could potentially think of, but I haven't even done this, is if you have like a specialization. Like someone may see me because they're doing a DBT group and I'm their DBT therapist, and then they may see someone else, but usually it's hard for both therapists to stay on the same page. That means that like weekly we have to talk to one another, catch each other up, or you're telling the same thing, 2 times, and I find it to honestly work against you as far as the amount of time you're paying for and the amount of time you're actually able to get therapy, because a lot of it's spent telling the same story twice. And if you're seeing the same person twice a week or maybe 3 times a week, it would be easier for you to kind of move along. Do you know what I mean? And then I feel like you'd be moving quicker. Is that a word? I just made that up. Quickly moving through our treatment plan. So if you're not seeing 2 people, I feel like that splits it in half. So you're moving half as fast, where if you're seeing one, you'd move more quickly. That's how I should say it, more quickly. What's wrong with me today? I'm still kind of congested, as you can tell. I'm a little stuffy. But yeah, so that's really my experience. Do any of you have any feedback on that? Have any of you seen 2 therapists at the same time for a long time? It's just not something that I'm that familiar with doing. And I don't know if I really see a clinical reason to do so. Okay? Now, the journal topic today is an art project journal idea, which I really love these. I personally like doing art stuff and coloring, you all know that, and collaging. So this is right up my alley. And it says, make a pretty collage or poster and then stick notes on it. Post-its or stick card squares, and write a gain that recovery has given you. Soon you'll have a whole picture of successes on your wall. For example, recovery has given me better relationships. I thought this was great. And this can be a great reminder when we're really struggling to maybe pull off some of those and read them and really feel all the work we've done and what recovery's given us and why it's worth getting back up and fighting again. Because I know for many of us, sometimes we feel like we're really down and out and we're like, oh, can I really fight anymore? And that can be a nice reminder that yes, you can, and you're worth it. And look at all the things that recovery is giving you and going to give you. So I think that's really cool. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow on the website and on YouTube. So ask your questions below today's video or hop on katiemorton.com and go under Katie's videos and FAQ suggestions. See you then. Bye.